All right, guys, can you see us and hear us okay? All right.
Can you put in a chat that you can hear us and see us, please? Because we're having some serious tech issues with this side.
All right, guys, can you see
Oh,
us and
I
hear
hear
us?
it.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
We're good.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah, we have some really bad API issues going on here.
Major API issues.
So we got it all resolved and everything. Okay, guys, so welcome to the live. I am really excited about today's live. And
well, who are you?
I am Rich Guzman.
And I'm Anastasia Hawes, better known as Coach Ace. Now we can continue.
Welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design Live. And today we're going to talk about personal development, and we're going to talk about Jocko Williams. Willink. Willink.
He has a weird name.
Willink.
It's
Okay.
Jocko. I can do the Jocko part.
Yeah.
Willink.
And the reason why I wanted to really not go over power release system overview today, because I really wanted to just talk about mindset a little bit more, because I feel that we need more mindset. We need to really educate you guys more on how to become more disciplined, be better in your business, make no excuses for yourself,
Yes.
and things like that. Because I was inspired by by Jocko's story, and I wanted to kind of share some quotes that Jocko has written. But I don't know if you guys don't know who he is. He was a Navy SEAL. He retired Navy SEAL. He was a leader as a Navy SEAL, not just a Navy SEAL. So you can only imagine how difficult it is to be a Navy SEAL, right? Could you imagine that? That is just insane to even think about.
Me being the daughter of a former military dad, absolutely.
Right, but the hardest, they say the hardest rank is to be a Navy SEAL. That's one of the hardest things to really accomplish.
Yes.
And he became like the commander, the leader of the Navy SEAL, so he went really far. And he actually toured in Iraq. He was on a mission in Iraq, and he talked about it. And man, I was hearing some of the stories when he was talking about, and it just blew my mind because it was reality. He talked about reality and what happens when people don't really see and understand.
Mm-hmm.
So he started getting more into personal development, when he came back and he retired and everything. And I love his perspective on personal development with discipline.
Yes.
He has a formula. He gets up at a certain time in the morning and super early, and he rises and he immediately starts getting things done.
Well, that's when he's more productive.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And for me, I got up a little earlier today, and I noticed I was more productive when I got up earlier today. And I'm looking over stuff, and I'm studying his stuff right now in the last week, and really I'm excited about like the possibilities of always improving in your personal development, always improving and getting better and stuff. But before we go into it, I want to see who's here on the live. Let's find out here. Hey Tina, how you doing? Tracy Lee, Mandy, and let's see, 3 other people joined. Hey, 3 other people, how you doing? I said Sajida already. George Jolly, Richard Osborne, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the live. Appreciate you that you're here. And so, if you guys don't know Jocko Willink, you got to look him up, on YouTube and just listen to some of his stuff. It's just amazing, because I study a lot about personal development, but once in a while something comes along that's unique, and it comes from a different perspective, and it really makes you realize, like, what is my excuse? You know what I mean? We got it made. We really got it made. We make so much excuses for ourselves, and we put so many things and barriers in front of us, and it's really a bunch of BS. It really is. When you really listen to stories like from Jacko, you realize, like, my God, all the crap and all the misery this guy had to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it really shaped him who he is today, and it's amazing. So definitely recommend you guys go check him out on YouTube and stuff like that. So let's get started, guys. We are going to go over some quotes and everything, and for you to really hear some of the stuff that really just blows my mind. And man, let's just get started. So now, this is all about personal development, episode 4. Okay, Jocko Willink. And the first thing he talks about is, like, discipline equals freedom. Okay, guys? Discipline equals freedom. Now, I know this is true because whenever we are really focused, and we start, like, just doing things day in and day out, things start to take shape, things start to form, things start to happen, right? That if you didn't get disciplined, okay? So what I mean by that is a lot of people procrastinate for other reasons. It's more
Wishy-washy.
psychological. Yeah.
Wishy-washy.
But when you are more disciplined,
yes.
and it's such an ugly word when we listen to discipline, but if we look at it from a different angle, it's not such an ugly word. It's actually healthy because the more discipline you get, the more freedom you're going to have. Okay? Realize that, guys. The more freedom you want, the more discipline you have to have. There's just no other way around it. You can't not be disciplined and want freedom, right? The reason why we have freedom is because we're so disciplined day in and day out of what we do. We just like a machine. It's just like It's so like second nature to us. We just do it. But in the beginning, we have to get discipline in order for those things to happen, right? And we're always getting disciplined for new things to keep growing and things like that. So understand, guys, discipline equals freedom, okay? Take that within you. Take it, okay? Number 2, good leaders don't make excuses. Instead, they figure out a way to get things done.
This is so true. This
Right?
is so true.
Isn't it?
It is. It
Isn't
really
it?
is true. Because, regardless of what is happening, regardless what circumstance you're in right now, it could be spiritual, mental, health-wise, marriage. It could be relationships. It could be kids. It could be, school. It could be business.
Yes.
Whatever is happening in your circumstances, instead of complaining about it and the why factor and why is this happening to me and I don't know what I can do and this, stop doing that and start figuring out how to get out. Because you will always remain there the more you keep focusing on what is wrong instead of focusing on how to figure out the solution to that problem. You see, leaders do that. Leaders don't look at everything as a problem. They look at problems as opportunities. Okay? You take a pencil and you accidentally break your pencil. You're the type of person, and let me know with a 1 in the chat if this is you, that you just have a broken pencil. But for the person who's an optimist, the person who's not pessimistic is going to look at that broken pencil and be like, you know what? I see an opportunity. I'm going to go sharpen the broken half of that pencil. Now I got 3 pencils.
So,
see that? That's how you figure out the solution to the problem.
So think about this, okay?
Did you get what I just said?
Oh, yeah, I did get what you said.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is, okay, you cannot really make the kind of income that you really want to make unless you are disciplined.
Yes.
There's just no way we would be making multiple 6 figures in this business if we were not disciplined to do certain activities. There's just no possible way. It just won't happen. Doesn't matter if you have a internet marketing business, doesn't matter if you have a travel or real estate business like Richard Osborne does. If you're not disciplined to do the duties and the tasks that you need to do, it's just not going to happen.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen by luck. It's not going to happen by, by a miracle. It just doesn't work that way when it comes to leadership and, really having success, right?
Absolutely.
So understand that you need to, if you don't really be disciplined, it's just not going to happen.
No.
Okay? So now, we always talk about people not actually agreeing with what we do, right? You ever notice that? We talk about like friends and family not being supportive, or certain people are like, oh, that's a joke, you can't do that. Why are you doing that? Because they're not brave enough to take action themselves to, escape from the status quo. So listen what Jocko says about that. He says, if you allow the status quo to persist, you can't expect to improve performance and you can't expect to win. How about that one, guys? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How about that?
And you're better than the status quo. That's why you guys decided to become entrepreneurs, because you saw that you don't fit in the status quo criteria and you don't fit a part of that plan. Because that plan is really robotic. That plan has been running your life for 45 years. And you found something that you can sink your teeth into that you find that you are much better than the status quo. So in order for you to improve things, you have to also apply your performance. You can't look at your results and say to yourself, I deserve to have more when your performance sucks. So how do you expect to win if you don't have the right performance in your business? No matter if you have 1 business, 2 businesses, or 3 businesses, you literally have to look at your performance. And that's how you're going to get the results, based on your performance. That's how you win.
And this is, oh my God, that's so true. I can't tell you, you got to let go of the naysayers. You cannot listen to what anybody tells you, because what really matters, and I've always follow this method. Believe in what you believe in.
Yes.
Believe in what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
because it does not matter what anybody else thinks. And I'm going to repeat this one more time, what Jocko said. I love the way he said it. If you allow the status quo to persist, you cannot expect to improve performance. You can't expect to win.
Can I handle the next one?
Sure, go for it.
I want to go for the next one because this one resonates with me. And, we're going down to the next event, so I will definitely be applying this actual quote down there, okay?
Awesome.
This quote is by Jacko, and he says, "Go down swinging, and I'll tell you, if you fight with all you have, more often than not, you won't go down at all. You will win." How many of you literally are giving it all you got, everything you can put into it, than you ever put into any relationship, than you put in any craft that you're trying to master, anything that you studied, anything that you're doing? How many of you can you honestly say to yourself, I'm going down swinging and ain't nothing going to stop me, and I'm going to fight for what I believe in, and I'm going to do this? And some of you guys are motivated, and that's all you're going based on is the motivation. Somebody has to cheer you on in order for you to get moving. No, that is not how you win anything. You have to go down swinging. You have to fight. You have to put some fight into it. That's right. You have to literally want this. Because if you don't want this, how do you expect to fight for something you believe in and others to believe that you are fighting for something or a cause or creating a movement? Because no one follows people who are in disbelief. If you don't believe that you could go down fighting and swinging, guess what? Then you obviously are just settling for what you have. You don't want anything better. You're too busy worrying about other people's problems and worrying about other things that are going on in the world way out of your control when you got your own problems in your own backyard, in your own household, in your own business to figure out how you can go down swinging.
That's right. Yeah.
So stop that mess. Entrepreneurs don't make excuses. Entrepreneurs don't cry. Entrepreneurs literally do not complain. They see a problem, they figure it out. So you need to make sure that you are actually having the upper hand and you are looking at your problem, your situation, in your circumstance and figuring out how you can come out swinging.
Exactly.
So that you can win.
So here is the next one, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now. Man, you getting all juiced up.
I like this.
She's like, ah!
I like this because
I love Jocko,
I believe
man.
it. And I think where Jocko's coming from, I can relate.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting more material from Jocko. I'm going to be studying some more of his stuff. I'm sure you're going to... She's probably going to steal my books again. She does it every time. Every time I get something, she's like, ah! You know? That's why I got to get audio, right? So, guys, here we go again. Listen to what he says about hesitation. Okay? Hesitation is the enemy. It allows the moment to pass, the opportunity to be lost, the enemy to get the upper hand. Let me repeat that again. Hesitation is the enemy. It allows the moment to pass, the opportunity to be lost, the enemy to get the upper hand. Okay? So think about that for a second. Who is the enemy? You. You are your own worst enemy. Mm-hmm. You. And you need to realize that. And you need to work with yourself. I'm always trying to work with myself. I'm not perfect by any means. Since I've been in this industry, let's see. I've done over $500,000 in sales. Pretty much. Almost $500,000. I'm getting there. I'm getting really, really close. I'm almost say $500,000. I'm almost there. Right? I'm already thinking as if. Because I'm already almost there. Since I've been in this industry. No kidding. That's amazing. But I'm not satisfied.
No.
Why? Because it's not about the money. It's actually about the accomplishment. It's about my own goals that I'm thinking about. Right? These are my goals. And whenever you have a goal, you have to make sure that you don't hesitate. Any day. Every day is an opportunity. I've always talked about that, right? I've said that. Every day is an opportunity. If you mess up today, tomorrow you have another chance to embrace that opportunity. Because every day is an opportunity. So don't let the moment pass when you have an opportunity. Okay? I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. When I tell you like what we've accomplished, I'm very proud and I'm very excited, but I'm more proud of gaining the knowledge and the wisdom to give it back. Okay? To feel more fulfilled, to embrace more lives. right? We have really big goals. Really big goals. We're creating six-figure earners, and I'm so excited about that. I get so excited. Every day I wake up, I get so excited about that. It never, ever stops me, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And for you too.
Yes.
All right? That's why we love what we do. Okay? So don't let the enemy get to you, which is yourself. All right? It allows the moment. Okay, so like I said before, it allows the moment to pass, the opportunity to be lost, the enemy to get the upper hand. Don't let the enemy get the upper hand. Control that enemy, which is you. Okay? So now, 7. You want to talk about? I know you want to talk about this. I'm gonna leave this one for you because I know you want to talk about this.
I think I was gonna take number 8.
You want number 8?
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna
Okay,
take
all right. I'll take number 7.
7 is my lucky number, but I'm gonna give you 7.
Okay, she wants to take number 8, so we're number 7. Okay.
I'm going straight for 8.
Now we talk about a lot on these lives about ego and how ego really, really just destroys you, right? Ego destroys everything you're trying to accomplish, right? I don't mean ego like, I have an ego. No, an ego means that you think you know it all, you're not trainable, you're not coachable, so therefore you plateau. You can't grow.
That's right.
That's ego.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think you know it all and you're not coachable and you're not trainable, you're stuck. You're plateau. You're not going anywhere. Right? We have a brand new coaching program that we're a part of. And is it uncomfortable? Yes. We know if we don't do that, we could only go so far. But we know the discipline that it takes to keep getting uncomfortable and growing and not let the enemy get in the way, just like I said last time. That's what I love about Jocko's quotes. They make a lot of sense from a different perspective.
Yes.
Okay? So the ego clouds and disrupts everything. That's what Jocko said. The ego clouds and disrupts everything. It stops everything.
It sure does.
Think about what I'm saying here. You got to empty your cup. You got to completely start over. Be coachable. Mm-hmm. Always leave it empty and leave it for more room to grow, because you're never going to stop growing. The day you say you know it all, the day you say you're not coachable, you're not trainable, guess what? You're done. Pack your bags, because you plateaued.
Exactly.
Okay? So now, number 8, I know you're dying for this one, and
right.
Go for it.
Okay, so the next one is number 8. And number 8 is, there's no such thing as a weekend. This is an everyday gig. Every day is a Monday.
Hallelujah on that one.
Okay?
Yes.
You've got to stop looking at this like an employee mindset. You're so used to waiting for Friday. You're so used to waiting for Saturday and Sunday to get here, and then come Monday and you're starting to complain about, I've got the case of the Mondays. Let me tell you something now, man. You guys are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs traded in weekends for an everyday Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and if
ma'am.
you don't look at it that way, you are not going to be in production mode. You're not going to be persistent in what you want. You're not even going to love what you do. You're going to look at everything as a mundane task, and you're going to hate it. And that's going to put you in what mode? Quit. You're going to quit. You are going to quit before success even is about to knock at your door. You are going to quit before things even start taking off.
That's right. Now, don't get me wrong. I really like having time for ourselves to do things that we love to do and everything. But understand, as entrepreneurs, opportunity strikes, we're there.
So when y'all hear about, the employee holidays, they call it Labor Day. Ain't no Labor Day for no entrepreneurs. We ain't got time for that. There ain't no Labor Day for us. Listen, let me tell you something. Some people complain and downgrade the word hustle. But without hustle, you can't have success. If you ain't hustling, your competitors are. If you ain't hustling, hello, write this down. If I ain't hustling, my competitors are.
Ace Guzman.
Okay? If you are not putting in the hustle every single day like it's a Monday, you are not going to see yourself another daylight away from your job. You won't be able to fire your boss. You won't be able to take them kids to Disneyland. You ain't going to no damn Bali, and you ain't going to no Costa Rica or any other place that you want to go that's exotic and beautiful like Hawaii until you get with the program and figure out what it is that you're doing here. Because this has to be treated like it's a Monday every day. Now, of course, you will have your days where you're scheduled to have family time. But when it comes to production, building a business, there's no day off. There are people that go to bed and wake up working because they can't sleep. Try it. You'll see what will happen.
They're so hungry.
Exactly.
They're so hungry.
They say, oh, I got money on my mind and my mind on my money. No, I've got my mind on my results, and when I wake up, I got results.
Yep.
There's a big difference. Stop focusing on the money. That's not what this is about.
The results, the money follows.
I got my results on my mind and my mind on my results.
Yep.
Change the lyrics, and you're going to see how you feel about it when you wake up every day. You're going to look at your situation and go, you know what? Ace and Rich was right. I should be looking at this from a different perspective, and I should look at this and treat my business like it's a Monday every day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, number 9, and Jocko, thanks for this one. Set your alarm clock and get out of bed when it goes off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Don't snooze it. Don't snooze it.
Nope.
Don't snooze it. I mean, this guy gets up at like 4 in the morning. 5 o'clock, he starts his work. Either workout. I mean, like, he has his day mapped out. Like, he is so disciplined. He has his day completely mapped out.
For those of you who actually been farting away your day, I can relate to you because I did that myself. And when I was working, I had to be at work at 8:30 a.m. sometimes. And you know the time that I had to get up? 7. If you got to go to work and be at work by 8, get up at 7. If you got to get at work and get up and go to work and be by 7, get up at 6. You always want to get up an hour or more before, okay? But get in your sleep because you're going to need it in order to stay productive. Yeah. And if you're not getting your sleep, then that's going to affect your productivity.
Yeah.
And that's where you actually separate yourself and you say, I've got my job to do, but I'm working part-time on my job and I'm working full-time on my fortune. And when you look at things like that, oh man, the days are sweeter and so are the results. Because every day is going to be a holiday for you. Yeah. You're going to love it. You are going to love it.
And you know what? I want to do the last one here,
Mm-hmm.
Number 10. And this is the last one. But it's really, I saved it for last because he has a great book called Extreme Ownership, right? And I want you guys to start like immersing yourself in the material, but more importantly, immerse yourself in the story, okay? Immerse yourself in the story. He says, extreme ownership. Leadership must own everything in their world. There is no one else to blame.
It's true.
That, you know what, that deserves a second take. Extreme ownership. Leaders must own everything in their world. There is no one else to blame.
And, when you take a look at this from a military perspective, my dad, he passed away and he served in the Vietnam, okay, in the United States Air Force. And we talk a lot about the war. And there's one thing that my dad always shared with me is he shared with me about leadership. And I can tell you and relate to what this is actually saying to me. And I'll tell you what this means to me. If you are a leader in command of your platoon and you're out there fighting the good fight and you are not taking ownership for what you do, you're letting your team down.
Yeah.
They're all going to get killed, including you, if you don't get it together. They are relying on you. There are lives counting on you. And you're going to let your platoon down. So for those of you who are not military grade, let that sink in for a little bit. Think about what is relying on you. Think about what you did to get into the situation that you are in right now and take extreme ownership. And then man up to it. Man up. There's no one else to blame. Don't blame anybody else. Blame yourself. And when you blame yourself, you come into an awareness that, you know what? That's a weight lifted off my shoulders because you know what? I realize I did it wrong. Yeah, I man up. I took ownership of what I did wrong. I'm in this situation because of me. So that means if I put me in this situation, I know how to get me out.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. So, I mean, this was really good stuff, guys.
Good stuff. We got a link to that book.
I already put it up there.
Awesome. We put links in there for you guys so you actually could get the book on Amazon. It's right there for you. So
I can tell you guys that, I've been really, and I love personal development. Like, this is one of my favorite things. I, like, after really absorbing myself through the words through Jacko, I mean, it just makes you raise the bar even more. You know what I mean? Like raise the bar a little more, raise the bar a little more, raise the bar a little more. And, anything is uncomfortable when you first start something, but as you take that journey, it doesn't stay as uncomfortable. You'll have new things to be uncomfortable about. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's just a process.
Yeah, it's going to always happen no matter what.
It's always going to happen. Now, there is a trailer, and I want to look for it, I want to find it, and when I do, I'm going to share it, with you guys. I'm going to put it right on our wall. Because that trailer is freaking amazing. Like, the video that he did, like, it blew my mind. So, but anyways, guys, wasn't this amazing? Wasn't this eye-opening to see it in a different perspective, a different light, not from a personal development leader, but from a Navy SEAL.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And it's definitely something that you felt like after watching and tuning into Ace and Rich here, you actually said, you know what, I could relate to that. I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Like Mark Brown just joined. Mark, I don't know if you caught the last bit of it before you even jumped on, but actually ask yourself, did you need to hear that? Is that something that had to come to you, like, from our perspective to give it to you this way? Right, Tony? Tony Ombago just joined, Jim Thomas. Like, think about it, guys, right? Is this something that really you needed to hear to give you that extra move that you've been looking for to get out of that funk that you probably are going through in your lives right now, and it's affecting you, and it's keeping you not productive, it's setting you back, it's causing massive hesitation, and you're off into the 2019 new year with a bad start.
But why? Why is it? I mean, guys, if you're starting off with a bad start, the first step is to be aware that it is a bad start, and then change it the following day, or change it right now. Like, what can you do right now to change that circumstance? What can you do tomorrow to change that circumstance? What can you do the following day to change that circumstance? What can you do next week, next month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months? You tell me. What can you do with starting right now? I can guarantee you it will completely change if you stay in that path.
Yep.
See, so if you're starting off a little rough this year, don't worry about it. Brush the dirt off, brush the crap off, and just say, you know what? It's time. I'm sick and tired of making excuses for myself. I want to make things happen. I'm the one that is responsible for my own success.
That's right. Nobody can do it for you. No counseling can do for you. It is you. You are the one. You're the one that can get out of this. Yeah. No one else can do this for you. No one else is going to grab you and pull you along.
It was funny. It's so funny, but when I was young, I used to be always told that I was irresponsible. All these negative things, and not saying that I wasn't when I was younger, because I was. Mm-hmm. But as I grew up, and I started learning more about personal development, started learning about being in business, started hiring coaches, learning about my weaknesses, learning about myself. Mm-hmm. I've come a long way as far as understanding, discipline, respect, and leadership and things like that. But it didn't really happen right away. It was a journey, and I'm still in the middle of that journey. Yeah. My journey does not end until my last breath. That's the way I look at it.
And the way I look at it is this. There are people who are in this situation, and I think this is going back to what Jocko was saying. If you guys feel like you're, like, metaphorically speaking, you guys are on the edge of a cliff. You are actually on the edge of a cliff. You've fallen down, and that one little hook is holding you down. That one little hook. You're about this far from success, and you're right here at the cliff. Now, when I told you that we can't pick you up and pull you up because it takes one bit of action, one actionable step to get to the top. And that means you have to literally reach out your hand. Yes. This is why it is believed to say death and living is a choice. You want to live? Reach out your hand. Make the first move. And the person at the top can help you pull you up. You can't help somebody who don't want to get help. Right? So when it comes to winning and quitting, do you want to quit or do you want to win?
Don't you deserve the win? Don't you deserve the win?
let's go ahead and take some questions. We'll go on this all night, man. I'm telling you.
Right.
Let's go take some questions. What we have here?
Well, Richard has a question here. What is the best place to advertise other than Facebook? Well, there's YouTube marketing. You could do placement ads on YouTube. You could do solo ad depending on what you're actually targeting. And you could do there's like Bing advertising.
He's into real estate and he has a travel business, he says.
If you're into real estate, I highly recommend you do ads on YouTube for real estate.
More targeted.
Oh God, yeah.
Very targeted.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Learn
Facebook advertising and figure out either two things. You can do it yourself if you have the skill set, or you can outsource it to a professional that knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think like a business owner.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And and now you have a travel business. I don't know if it's a network marketing business or not sure what it is, but if it is a network marketing business, then you can build your list. Are you building your list? Where are you generating your leads? I mean, I like to diversify. I got leads coming in from YouTube right now. I got leads coming in from my mobile. I got leads coming in from, Facebook. I got leads coming in from another source. So I have different leads because I like to diversify my portfolio when it comes to a certain type of niche, right? So if you have a network marketing business and you're trying to target other network marketers, you can do it through having a funded proposal like what we have, Power Lead System, and then you could, do that on the back end, and then you could start actually making more money from people who already have a business, because if you're trying to build your business and invite people to your business and they already have a business, you're losing money, right?
Yes.
But if they have a business and you have a funded proposal to actually offer them something, you still are making profit, and then you can still build a relationship and then work on getting them into your own business.
Joyce Jolly says, I'm still working on disciplines. No TV, no radio, waking up at 8 p.m. to create discipline, although I don't have to be at work until 3 p.m.
Yeah, because you have a different type of schedule, and we understand that. Yeah, discipline is not like an overnight thing, guys. Discipline is an ugly word. Like discipline, people think about military, think about like your parents disciplining you. So really that's like a negative, like ugly type of word, right? So don't look at it that way. Look at it this way. Discipline is nothing more than creating successful rituals. Okay? I learned that from Aben Pagan. Right?
That's a good one, yeah.
He says,
yeah.
Don't look at the ugly word discipline. Look at it as successful rituals, right? But it is discipline, right? So look at it as successful rituals. Create successful rituals daily in your life.
Any other questions? Let's see.
Well, Mandy says, being productive helps, keeps me super focused and taking action for sure. Absolutely. Being productive is good, Mandy, but also study. Study your mind. Study how your mind works through personal development. Why is it that people struggle? Find out why people struggle, and you can learn how not to struggle. Okay?
But you have to immerse yourself, Mandy. Like you're gonna get hit, whether you like it or not, all the time, mindset wise. Something is always gonna challenge you, even when you're like doing good. Something always gonna try to push you back 10 steps.
Yeah, always.
Always gonna happen. That's life. That's life. And when you got a business, it makes it even harder. It makes it even more challenging. So how do you combat that? Well, Mandy, what you need to do is you always have to immerse yourself in personal development. Yeah. And what you do is you schedule that time for yourself to literally pick up the book or watch the video and watch it through and through, from cover to cover or from beginning to end, and take notes. Yeah. Learn to study for yourself, that you can learn more about yourself than it is for you to literally work at a job.
Absolutely.
It's important for you to understand the more about this and on yourself and how you're thinking, because your thinking is going to improve so that you can improve on your life decisions and life choices, and also business decisions and business plans.
Exactly. George Shelley says, this was amazing. I used to have migraine headaches that were sometimes debilitating, and then some of my habits were in a dark room, no light, and in bed. I no longer have headaches. Awesome. That's good to know.
That's good.
I have gotten out of those habits. Good. It's so funny. We can change things. It's up to us to change them. Let's see. All right.
Well, Richard Osborne, you're asking questions normally we would answer on our hot seat coaching call on Fridays at 4 p.m. But I'll go ahead and take this question here. Yeah. So he wants to know, this is totally off topic, but it's I'm trying to get people to sign up, and I'm trying to book a travel. How do I go about doing that? Well, first of all, Richard, I'm going to tell you like this. You need to stop trying to sell everybody.
Yeah.
You got to stop. Because if you try to sell everyone, you sell no one. And just because it's travel, you think everybody's going to love traveling? No. Nobody really cares.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We love traveling and stuff like that,
of
right?
course.
But we're not interested in a travel business.
Exactly.
We're interested in more of what we're doing, okay?
Right, yeah.
So, like, same thing. This is why we understand the market. We understand that there's ways to create income, create your own economy.
Yes.
But understanding your market as far as, like, someone has a business, someone doesn't have a business. You have to learn to serve both sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
If you don't, you're going to lose money.
Exactly. And the problem with people is they try to sell so many things, or if they have these products and services that they're attached to, and then they get disappointed when they feel like they put all their heart into one campaign, and they try to market to this one individual, and you've got 10 to 20 other individuals who are already looking for it, but you're not talking to them. Yeah. Who are you talking to, Richard? Are you talking to those people? You're not. This is why you're asking this question. You're struggling right now with trying to get sales and signups and conversions and things like that, when you actually should be focusing and not asking the question of how you should learn to sign somebody up. You should learn how to market yourself and attract the right people.
Yes. Good point. Be a marketer.
Be a marketer.
Now, let's see. We got one more question. We'll take one more, and then we'll call this live a wrap after all those hiccups, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
There we go. Let me go over here to YouTube. We got some people on YouTube as well.
Hi, Kobe Wilkinson, also on the Freedom Warriors over 8.
Hey,
Here we
Kobe.
go.
Hey, Tina, how you doing?
Hi, Tina. Good to see you.
Let's see.
So everybody on YouTube, we're waving at you.
What's
and on
up?
Facebook. All right, let's take a look here.
Okay. Hey, Jay, welcome to the live.
Hi, Jay.
Okay, last question here. My paint
Tracy
business. Tracy Lee says, question, my paint business now is only in my mind as a major funding proposal for my marketing. Now, that's the right kind of mindset. There you have it. And that's a good way to end it right there.
That's a good way to end it.
Because
yes.
a lot of people try to really come into online and create a business, and they want to do it for free, or they want to try to escape of not really treating it like a real business. But what did Tracy Lee just say right now? He has a paint business, and he is using that as a funded proposal to create income to build his list, fund his marketing, so he's building something over time that sooner or later he's going to be able to be 100% free.
Exactly.
So, and that's the right kind of mindset to have. And I love ending it there.
Let's end it right there. Thank you so much, guys, for actually joining us on the live. And this was a really great topic. Right?
Yeah.
And if you think about questions that you actually want to ask that are off topic, just remember to bookmark your calendars for Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can actually get put in the what? Hot seat. Woo! And we literally will coach you on the spot. Whatever business you have, whatever niche you're involved in, we'll take you on, and we'll go ahead and give you the answers that you need to your questions as far as marketing and building a business online, or even mindset questions as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool, awesome.
So guys, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe here on YouTube. I don't know if they have the notification bell anymore, but if they do, just click on it so that way you don't miss when we go live. And we just appreciate every single one of you for being on this live with us today. And also give us a thumbs up, smash that likes button, right? And if you guys have any questions, you want to get together with us, you know, get on our calendar. You'll be able to make an appointment with us. We'll do a one-on-one, and we'll get to know each other, and we can answer any questions to help you run your business on the internet. If you're struggling, you're stuck and overwhelmed, I put a link below this video, number one way to crush it in your business. In YouTube, click on that link, put your email in, and guess what? Book an appointment with us, and we will get in touch with you. Okay? Awesome, guys. Love and appreciate you. We'll see you on your live very soon. Bye now.
Bye.